So as you follow along to this routine, all our sticks that we use are color coded. And if you buy yours off of Amazon or Temu or wherever you buy your tools, if you bought the same ones, they obviously don't come color coded. So I'm just gonna show you and explain which are which, just so that you know. So we don't use these first two because they're too big to use for anything, so you can just set those aside, because in most of my videos, we don't use them. And so you're left with these. So in this order, you can look, and it basically goes in this order from biggest to smallest: green, blue, white, yellow, pink, and black, down to the smallest one. So for today's class, I'm going to be using this color palette. I personally really like this one a lot, so here it is. For paint color number 1, I'm using Deco Art Americana Buttermilk. For paint color number 2, I'm using Craft Smart Burnt Orange. For number 3, I'm using Deco Art Americana Deep Ochre. For paint color number 4, I'm using Deco Art Americana Sea Glass. For paint color number 5, I'm using Deco Art Americana Light Avocado. And for number 6, I'm using Craft Smart Multi-Surface Radiant Gold. Okay, so for the first step, we're gonna take the blue stick with paint color 4. And you should have like a little mark in the middle of your pot. That's where your middle is. So you're just gonna place your paint right over it.
Which color are we?
4.
And what color?
Blue stick.
Blue?
Yeah.
Blue number 4.
Okay, next step, we're gonna take the pink twirly, smaller end, and we're gonna use paint color number 3. So we're gonna place 1 dot anywhere around the middle dot. Then you're gonna place 1 right across from it, like this. Then you're gonna try and find the center of these 2 and place it to the side like this. And then another dot across from that one, so that you get these 4 almost guiding dots in like north, south, west, east.
Oh, okay. Small, so we're doing in like 12, 6, 3, and 9. Okay.
And then once you have these 4 dots, you're gonna go in with the same size and same color and put 1 dot in between the gaps, so you should have 8 dots. And then you're gonna go in between 1 more time so that you have 16 dots all the way around the middle dot.
I don't think there's enough room. Wow.
Well, it was supposed to be the same size.
Mm-hmm.
In theory, huh?
Okay, next step, we're gonna use the pink twirly, the bigger end, with paint color 2. And we're gonna place these dots kind of like in between, but above the dots we just did. So you don't wanna put them completely above like this, but kind of,
In between.
yeah.
And we're using number 2 and the big end?
Yes, the big end.
The big end of the pink.
And we're using what color? 3?
2.
Oh, 2.
Okay, next step, we're gonna use the white twirly.
White twirl, white twirl.
the bigger end, and we're gonna use paint color 1. And we're gonna do the same thing that we just did. We're gonna place these dots in between, but above the last row that we just did.
The bigger end of the white twirly, you said?
Yes. Okay, next step, we're gonna use the pink stick with paint color number 5.
So much bigger on yours than I do on mine.
Well, I am zoomed in, so it might just seem bigger.
Okay. Of course, they're a lot better circles.
So could you repeat the last instruction, please?
So pink stick
Pink stick.
with paint color number 5. And we're gonna place these dots like what we did, in between but above, but we're going to skip a gap. So you should have 8 of these.
Really? And you said 5?
Yes.
And the larger end of the swirly? Oh.
Pink stick.
The stick. Oh, okay.
Okay, next step,
You get it.
we're gonna use the pink twirly with paint color 6. And we're gonna use the bigger end first, and we're gonna place the dot above our green, or my green dot, and then you're gonna switch to the smaller end, and you're gonna walk the dots around.
Oh,
Wow.
walking the dots. Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna continue to the next step, the pink stick and the pink twirly.
Pink and pink? Is that what you said? Just use that.
And we're gonna use paint color number 4. And what we're gonna do is you're gonna place a dot in between our walking dots, kind of like this. And then using the pink twirly, the smaller end, you're gonna make the teardrop in between.
Oh my God. You did it again? I did it again.
Which end of the pink twirly?
Smaller end.
I just pushed it. So you make the dot and then you
And which?
We need help over here.
Which colors? Is it?
Okay, next step, we're gonna use the pink stick with paint color 2. And we're gonna put these dots above our teardrops like that.
Pink color number 2, pink stick. Oh, pink stick.
Okay, next step, we're gonna take the pink twirly with paint color 3. So we're gonna use the bigger end first. And we're gonna put it above our dot like that. Then you're gonna switch to the smaller end and walk the dots around. Okay, next step, we're gonna take the pink twirly with paint color 1.
Pink twirly again. It's a popular stick.
And we're gonna walk the dots again. So bigger end for the first dot, and then you'll switch to the smaller end to walk the dots around. Okay, next step, we're gonna use the white twirly with paint color 5.
The larger side?
We're gonna use the larger side.
Okay.
So bigger side for the first step, you're gonna place 1 dot, then you'll switch to the smaller end and walk the
And
dots.
what color?
5.
Oh, color 5.
So it's a repeat of the last step, but with a different color, kind of,
Mm-hmm.
right?
color 5.
No, you need the white twirly.
With white twirling, oh, okay.
Okay, next step, we're gonna use the white twirly with paint color 6. And we're gonna use the bigger end, and we're gonna start on the edge of the walking the dots, and you're gonna drag down and around.
Okay, so that, this is scary. Yeah, this is the scary part.
The large end of the white swirly, correct?
This first dot.
The large end of the white swirly, yes. Okay, next up, we're gonna use the pink twirly and paint colors 2 and 4.
Make it fancy on us too.
So we're gonna be doing seashells. We're gonna take the bigger end of the pink twirly with paint color 4, and you're gonna drag straight down. Then you're gonna switch to the smaller end with paint color 2 and do the 2 swishes on the side.
Yeah, okay. So,
So
the
4
center
and
one
2.
center one is 4,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the big one. Are they all? The big one, okay.
Do we use a big end? Again, you alternate. You use a small
So we're done on the design on this part of the pot. Now, if you want, you can decorate like the rim of the pot. You can either do like flowers with little hearts, or just flowers, or just hearts like this. So I'll show you how to do both flowers and hearts, and then you can decide which one you can do. So for the flowers, so depending on what size flower you want, I'm gonna be doing the size that I used here, nice small ones. You're gonna use the black stick, and then you're gonna choose two colors, one for like the inside of your flower and then for the petals.
Always using the black stick?
Sorry?
Always using the black stick?
Yes.
For the inside and the petals?
Yes.
Okay.
So what you're gonna do, you're going to place your inside color for the flower, and then you're gonna place with your petal color 2 dots on the side like this. So you got kind of like a row of 3 dots, petal, middle, petal. And then you're just gonna place 2 dots on each side, kind of like that. And then 2 dots on this side as well. And then if you want to add kind of like a little stem to it, you can use the pink twirly smaller end and just kind of drag it like that for like a little stem.
So you said black stick?
And then for the hearts, same thing, like depends on the size of heart you want. For these super tiny ones that I did over here, you're going to use the smaller end of the pink twirly, and you're just gonna do kind of 2 little drags towards each other like this to make a small heart like that. And then to make bigger hearts, again, depending on the size of heart you want, I'm gonna do kind of a smaller one. So with the black stick, you're gonna place 2 dots kind of next to each other like this, not touching. Then you're gonna take the pink twirly smaller end and just kind of draw out the heart like this, then here, and then just use the paint from those dots to kind of color it in. Okay, now that my pot is fully dry, I'm just going to go over with some overlapping. I'm gonna take the black stick with paint color 2, and I'm going to overlap the teardrops. And then the last step, I'm going to take the yellow stick with paint color 2 and overlap the center dot. Like that. And we're done.